Okay, math time. Let's try this new product out. I'm trying a new screencaster. Let's see how this one works. We are on the Chapter 4 test review. I want to go over this in a little more detail now because the test will be tomorrow, Tuesday. If you're listening to this video next year, then ignore that. All right, there are 9 showings of a film about endangered species at the Science Museum. A total of 459 people saw the film. The same number of people. Anytime we see the same number, equal amount, sharing equally, that tells us that it's going to be a division problem. So be reading for that. The same number of people, equally distributed, shared equally. And then about how many. So we're finding estimate, about how many. That key word, about how many, tells us that this is going to be an estimating problem. And then select the numbers. The quotient is just the answer, is between. So select the numbers. There's an S there, so that means there's going to be 2. Select the 2 numbers that the answer is between. Well, guys, there's many different ways to solve this problem, okay? So the problem that we're given is 459, that's the total, divided amongst the 9 different showings, okay? Now, I can just do the division, okay? That's one way to start this problem. So I can see, okay, 9 goes into 45 5 times, and 9 goes into 9 1 time. So my answer is going to be 51. And I can already look at the possible answers and say, okay, 51, well, 51 is bigger than 50, but it's smaller than 60. So it's going to be between 50 and 60. So right there, I've already solved the problem, okay? But if you're still not sure, then you go about finding your low estimate and your high estimate, okay? Again, since this is an estimating problem, I want to make sure it's reasonable, but the whole purpose of estimating is to give yourself easy problems to divide with, okay? So 45, 9 goes into 45, nice and easy. So my low estimate, I still want to see that 45 at the beginning, but is 45 close to 459? No, but 450 is very close. So that is going to be my low estimate, okay, because 450 is less than the original number 459. And 9 goes into the 45 5 times, and then I ignored 1 0, or 9 goes into 0 0 times. So 50 is my low estimate, and I already figured that out from before when I realized the exact answer was 51. So I know the answer is going to be between 50 and then my high estimate. Again, I want easy numbers. Some students want to say, okay, I'm going to make it 460 because that's 1 above 45, 46. Well, the problem with that is 9 doesn't go into 46 evenly. You got to count by 9s. So 9, 18, 26, 30, or excuse me, 27, 36, 45, and then 54 would be the next one up. So I'm going to estimate this to be 540. Now I know that's quite a bit bigger than 559, but again, it's still reasonable. And that's the whole point of this, is we're doing estimations. As long as it's reasonable, we want to give ourselves easy numbers. We want to make this problem easier, not harder. So 9 goes into 54 6 times. I ignored 1 0, 60. So the actual answer of 51, which I also found, is between 50 and 60. 50 being my low estimate, 60 being my high estimate. Okay, moving on to number 2. Again, between which 2 numbers is the quotient. Quotient just means the answer. So which 2 numbers is the answer of 87 divided by 5 between? Write the numbers in the boxes. Here are the boxes, and here are your numbers to choose from. Okay, so again, I'm just going to solve this first. That'll be my first step. I'm just going to solve it. Okay, let's say I just wanted to solve it. 5 goes into 8 one time. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract, that gives me 3. Bring down my 7. 5 goes into 37 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. Subtract, that gives me 2. Nothing left to bring down, so that 2 becomes my remainder. Remainder 2. Now, just using that, I can already solve this problem because I can see 17 is between, it's bigger than 15, but smaller than 20. So the answer is between 15 and 20. Okay, so you can see, yes, this is an estimating problem. We're finding estimates. But solving the exact problem can also help us find the estimates. Okay, there's, like I said, many different ways to solve this problem. Okay, I showed you one way to solve it in the video last Friday. This is another way to solve it. Okay, all right, thanks again for watching. Focus, attitude, initiative, listen.